So I slept out last night and got a little bit of rain this morning, so I'm just kind of hanging out in my tarp shelter. And I thought I'd do a little video on this pouch. So I've been using this for about a year. This actually came attached to a military knockoff backpack that I picked up rather cheap. And this is one component of it that's really become the best part of that whole backpack. The rest of it's really fallen apart. But this little pouch has really turned out to be a winner. Although it is starting to pull at the seams here a little bit, but that's because you can see she's packed. The way this thing, there's a strap that goes on this, so you can actually carry this on a shoulder strap, or you can see here, you can put it here and use it like a fanny pack. It's a nice design that it has full Mossy compatibility, which is kind of sweet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this pack. This has become my standard go-to for everything relating to, setting up tarps, fire starting. As you can see, knives, my saw. It's a great little setup. I've really enjoyed using this, and I'm continuing to enjoy using it. Obviously, you keep changing up the usage a little bit, but for the most part, what you see is the way I use it. So let's take a quick peek. So as you can see, it's got, if I pop this, there's a main pouch here, and then there's a front pouch, and then you have the two side pouches, which, have Mossy things on them. I like this. This is a nice setup. This is not really a really great bushcraft knife, but it was given to me as a gift, and so I like it. I keep it handy, even though I carry another knife with me. But the serrated edges on this are really nice for. This is a very, very sharp knife. This is very sharp. This is more, I hate to say it, but this is more for killing somebody than it is for bushcraft, but it works. And then obviously on the backside, something I didn't realize for a long time until recently is that this, actually I gotta pop these to loosen this up. I did not know all this time that there were Velcro strips in here. And I just realized this not too far back. And I say, you know what? My Corona saw will fit in there really nice. Now, it is loose, but as soon as I snap it down, okay, it's still a little loose, but that's because these are disconnected. Once I connect this holds in here really nice and firm. So that's a nice feature. Okay, on the end here, I have my Gerber multi-tool. Open here. Dude wipes in a Ziploc because it's smaller. It packs better. I keep 2 of these. Now, they're 2 different versions, and the reason why I have them both is because this one has got this little right in here where you can sharpen fish hooks, but this has been really good to touch up the tip of my axe. And also chisels. Sometimes I have woodworking chisels with me. And then this one, even though it has the same, sharpening tools, this one provides this, which is nice for, I can get inside my carving spoon. I can get into the notches in this knife, so I can sharpen these. And it's got a nice, if you can see, it has a really nice, look at that. So this is a wide one, so I can get up there and I can sharpen this, but then I can get in here and do these small ones. So that's why I carry them both. They're fairly inexpensive. So I figured, you know what? I'll keep one of each because they have dual purposes. Pack that back. Oh, and then I also keep this is just a very minimal, I've seen these at Walmart, but at least I've got something in here. Okay. On this side, I keep 2 headlamps. This is a Walmart headlamp, which actually wasn't too bad until one of the little pressure plates broke. So now I lost that ability to lock it into position. So it sits pretty good like this, but then when I bounce my head, boom, she jumps down. Has the ability to use regular batteries, or it has a rechargeable battery you can put in here. I don't like rechargeable batteries. What's nice about this light is that you've got bright, next one down, then you have next one down, and then you have red light for mosquitoes. So it's nice. I like this. This strap actually came off of this one. If you can't think of the name of this, this is a little better quality one. This is a rechargeable one. And the only reason I got these both for dirt cheap at Walmart, they were marked down for some crazy reason. What's cool about this one is that you have your regular, okay, and then you have the blink. But if let's see, if I turn this on, let's go to the low one, and I hit this button, now what happens is it has a feature where you just wave your hand in front of it. That's handy at nighttime sometimes. So, you know what? It's a pretty cool little deal. I keep extra batteries down on the bottom, okay? And then this is a Harbor Freight AAA battery box. It fits perfect in here, like a glove. So I'll drop that down in there like that. Now I got 2 headlamps, and technically I carry like 3 or 4 headlamps. I got this cheapie, and you know, there are multiple uses. You know, I'll hang one inside my tent and use as a lamp inside the tent, but I just like having extra lights. You never know. It's no big deal to carry 2, 3 headlamps. And plus, you know what? If you're out with a buddy, somebody forgets one, you got an extra headlamp. Okay, let's move to the front pouch. So, this is my snarled. This is all, obviously, for making birds' nests. Matches. We all know what that is. Keep your fire going. Ooh, that slipped out of there. That's a little pair of tweezers for anything small, but obviously for slivers, ticks. It usually sits down the bottom here. I also have a couple of a P38 and a P51 can opener, military can opener. So I keep that down in here like that. A couple of ferro rods and some fat wood. I got about like 6 pieces of fat wood in here. So I'm pretty well covered. Oh, actually, sorry. Also have a Bic lighter and a Zippo, which I keep in here. And then this, you know, it's kind of a gimmicky thing. I picked it up. I've used it a little bit. I haven't used it too much. It was fairly inexpensive, so I figured I'd try it. It's made by Zippo. Okay. And it's a fire starting tool. So it's got this little rasp so you can make small shavings. Underneath it, you have a sparker. Okay. On the other side, you've got a knife, pretty sharp one. And then there's a can opener with a little tiny screwdriver. And then the last tool, which is a very nice, very sharp saw. Very, very, very sharp. So, you know, it's only for foraging, for making small kindling. Got a nice little bale here. I don't know, I think it was like 14 bucks or something. I figured, you know what, let me grab one. You know, it's a little extra thing to have. So, I shove all this back in here. That goes in there like that. And then, the main pouch is where all the action happens. So, I keep a bottle of hand sanitizer in here. This is, since I'm set up on camp, this is actually the strap for one of my sleeping pads. I keep this mainly for lighting alcohol burners. That's, to me, it's the safest way to light an alcohol burner. This is the tip for my hiking pole. It's holding up my tent. So I have a bunch of cordage here for my tarp tents, and then all these stakes. These are I have 2 long ones, which you can get at Walmart, and you know, they're the Coughlins. They're not super high quality. They're made in China, you know, but they do the job. They work. And then I have, there's actually more of these in the garage. Right now I only needed a few. Actually, this is overkill right now because I don't even need these, but I usually keep them all in here. There's usually a full set of these for a tent tarp, and then the green ones actually go with my one Tigress bug screen. Okay, and then I keep these go with the one Tigress screen, and then I have a dozen clips, and I have 2 clips that are pre-set up because I find I only need a couple of them like this. But this is just a piece of like felt. You could use a piece of leather, something very thin. The reason I have this is so that in case I use a regular construction tarp, or even if I want to fold over, you know, a lightweight tarp, a regular camping tarp, and I don't have a tie out, what I do is I use this as my means to grab the material so the teeth don't bite through and destroy the tarp. So I keep a couple pre-set up like this. Usually I only need a couple. And then the rest of them are just ready to rock. Now obviously this doesn't fit in here. What you can do, very simply, set it up like this, run it through. Come on, you can do it. So it's really tight, but it works. And so now you can hold down any kind of, you know, like the plastic tarp that I'm using as a ground tarp right now. And that is my carry kit for fire starting. Has everything I need for tarp tenting. Obviously, all this stuff is kind of overkill. You know, you can make your own stakes, but this kit is designed to work with the 2 tarps, the tarps that I have, and with my bug screen. So I keep all that stuff there. It makes it easy. I didn't weigh this up, but it's you know, it's hefty. It has a hefty weight to it, but it's not that bad. And of course I keep some extra carabiners on here. I'm using a couple right now, so there's usually a couple more on here. And so when this goes together, obviously it snaps like this. And once that's snapped, pull that down. Now, hold on, get that a little bit tighter. Now, this is in pretty tight. It has a little bit of movement to it, but it's not bad. Not too shabby. It's a cool little kit. Thought maybe you guys might get a kick out of that and get some ideas. Obviously, the mid section can be modified to hold other things like, you know, maybe a small metal cup that you can boil water on. There's all kinds of different things you can do with this. There's a couple of little spots in here, but it's kind of like a screwdriver slot on a tool belt. I haven't really found much use for those yet because I don't want to lose anything. But anyways, thought you might get a kick out of that. Have a great day. Peace.